Alright, so this is our first video here at One Ultimate Victory, and I postponed recording it for a couple of months because of what was going on in Joplin, Missouri. They recently got hit by a devastating EF5 tornado. As of right now, the death toll of that tornado stands at 159 people, and at least 50% of the city has severe damage. The majority of the city has at least slight damage, and when you're there, it's just awful. So I wanted to make the very first video here about the people in Joplin, Missouri, and why I believe they have one ultimate victory. And if you're ever facing the same thing, you know, a loss of your house, the loss of your town in some disaster or natural disaster, what would your attitude be, and would it be the same as the people in Joplin, and how would you handle that? And I wanted to bring that up because one reason why I believe the people in Joplin have one ultimate victory is just given their attitude. Now, I live about 3 hours north of Joplin, and I've been volunteering down there on my days off from work, driving down there, take a 3-hour drive, volunteer for as late as I can, drive back. All the hotels down there were booked from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Springfield, Missouri. All the hotels are booked. That's how much help Joplin got, and it's crucial. Now, when I went down there to volunteer the first time, I went down there to be a blessing to them, and in return, I really felt like I was blessed back by their attitude, which I believe was a good example of what Americans should do when they're faced with a disaster like that, when there's something very, very tragic like that. The attitude in Joplin was basically, this hit us, we're going to make our town better, we're going to rebuild, we're going to move on. And you really saw a lot of that American attitude, and probably, I'm sure, their faith plays a role in that. No doubt that southern Missouri, where Joplin is located, no doubt that southern Missouri is in the middle of the Bible Belt, so I'm sure that plays a factor in their attitude as well. But keeping it strictly on a national sense, their whole attitude of we're Americans, we're going to get through this, it's what we do. It's just been great. So let me give you a couple of examples of some really cool things that have happened in Joplin, or for Joplin. The first one was a few weeks after the tornado. The Kansas City Royals and the St. Louis Cardinals had a series at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, and in both cities actually. There were festivities and things that fans could do through both teams to donate and show their support for the people in Joplin. And both teams even wore this patch that weekend of that series in St. Louis. And I thought that was pretty cool. Teams unite for Joplin. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's been McAllister's Deli has teas, which I didn't know about. This is just the way they're promoting their tea. They're having a contest, and they're going to give $15,000 or something like that, some thousands and thousands of dollars, to a particular group if whichever town can get the most votes. And I believe there's like 150 cities on there that you can vote for once a day. And right now, the contest isn't over. It's about a month-long contest on their Facebook page or website. But Joplin, Missouri is so far ahead on that list that they couldn't, even if they don't get another vote, they're going to win. So, and that money then, if Joplin wins, would go to rebuild a park in Joplin. And in other cities, it would go to like the local parks and recreation departments and things like that. So, so there's some good things, but really more specifically, just the attitude of people in Joplin. When I went there to help, and I said, look, I'm here to help. What can I do? And I have volunteered many days through many different charities, through many different churches. Their whole attitude of, well, you know, we're strong, we're going to do this. I don't know that I could be like that. So I really stayed in awe in the people at the people of Joplin with their attitude of they're mourning, they're devastated, they've lost everything, and if they haven't lost their house, maybe they've lost a job, or and just as a small town community like that. I mean, your whole world is turned upside down. You don't even recognize streets when you stand in Joplin for just miles and miles. As far as you can see, it's just all flat, just flat. You can see people several blocks, if not a mile or two away, because everything is just flat. But yet they say they're going to get through it, and they are rebuilding. Here we are, almost 2 months after the tornado. They've already cleared over 60% of the debris. So I say kudos to Joplin. This is why I believe they have one ultimate victory. They are Americans. They're going to get through it, and they're going to be an example. If you want to know how to rebuild your city, how to have that American attitude, you look no further than Joplin, Missouri, because the people down there, let me tell you, are warriors. That they are troopers. They know how to handle this. Their faith is not shaken. Their spirit is not broken. While they're in mourning, that they are doing what they need to do to rebuild their city. They're rebuilding Home Depot and Walmart already, scheduled to reopen up later on this year, and some great things already that out of just total destruction. Just it amazes me how quickly this process is going, and it's going very, very well. And a lot of that is, some of the churches down there are doing some great, great things, doing a lot of things for free. So, it's really bringing out the best in people down there. And in some cases, yeah, it's bringing out the worst in people. But I just think if you want to know how to deal with a natural disaster, then look no further than Joplin, Missouri, because the people down there are warriors, they're patriots, and they're going to get through it just fine. So this first video is dedicated to the people in Joplin, Missouri. We're with you. We stand behind you. We support you. We love you. God bless Joplin, Missouri. God bless America, and we'll see you next time.